did want to write welfare, so it could be something like a spiritual warfare right now. I'm trying to think what came to me right before bed, and it was probably something, well, I don't know if it was similar. Where's the other one? I can't anymore with this, but that's it for the next 4 months. Where's my candle thing? I'm gonna have to sit and feel it out. What was I just gonna get, guys? Whoa. I didn't even know it was windy out there like that. Good morning, guys. Let me stop rubbing my eye. I never rub my eyes in the morning. So I just wrote good morning. I think if we're going to talk about spiritual warfare, maybe we are preparing for it. I don't know. And I've been saying something about Italy lately too, but maybe it was that flood. It's crooked. I mean, that's not, the wick is not even centered in the middle there. Huh, we got a dud. That would drive me nuts. Peanut butter off my head. Love you lots, but on my head when this is not the way you ride the bus in the morning. Okay? You ride your own bus in the seat next to me. Got it? I got it? What the fuck was that? My phone? Okay, dear Lord. Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends are all just not entertainment. Maybe someone likes Janis Joplin. I mean, who doesn't? Plenty of people who don't like Janis Joplin. I don't know if I can get that off. That's the metal melted to that. So I'm going to leave that be. off my head. Thank you. Au revoir. And El Dorado, maybe from another country. All right, how do I want to?
Here with the best of our best.
Oh, I don't like Dr. Phil. All right. I'm guessing with all this, nothing to say. Let me just sit with this a minute. Parliament. Mine is positive. Parliament. So I'm assuming it's got to pull to Kennedy too with the food. And so dictators, president. I'm even getting hey, stop it. An Indian tribe. I don't know if you'd call it Indian tribe. LOL, have you been working on it lately? Maybe that's why I vibed it out. Or it's just going through your head. I don't know, but I love you and I'm happy for you. And I'm excited for you. I want to know the details. This little fucking bug again. Is it an ant before I go and kill it? I don't think it's an ant. Where are you? You're going down. So sorry. Do ants have back legs? I don't think so. They look just like ants when they're crawling. But I did notice but I mean, that looks more like of an ant when I do it that way. Please tell me I don't have some weird fucking bug in my house right now. I pray it's an ant. Oh, here's another one. Where'd it just go? Motherfucker. I mean, all the crumbs that I vacuumed up in Ken's room the other day, I got pissed. I mean, it's still to me could be an ant. Definitely not an ant. Okay. Well, termites are red. The fuck? And I saw one in Sheldon and Moses' enclosure. I hope it's something that didn't come out of the hay. So I'm going to have to strip that today. Just to play it safe. Alright. What's that say? Smell the grass. I think that's Paul versus Parliament. I don't know why. Okay, so it could be a different language because the first one doesn't even look like an R. And then I'm missing the A. I did an I instead of an A. Well, I did the I first and forgot the A. Huh. Yeah, I'll see if I can see another one at some point. I saw one yesterday. It was the first time I saw two, but I didn't catch the second one. All right, let me get back to this. Let me just look this up because there's a lot going on. Japan PM survives parliament vote as Trump looms large. German parliament will hold a conference December 16th. Ghana Supreme Court will turn over the Speaker of the Parliament rule and declare of the when it comes to vaccinations. Thousands of rallies outside the Georgian parliament demand new election. Okay. Sri Lanka faces a parliament test. 330 tons of villages across Ukraine. And renamed. Trump has been invited to address the UK Parliament. Pop star testifies in South Korean parliament about being bullied at work. Now, this seems something more collective because it was, believe it or not, peanut butter sitting on his stone right now. And it looks like he's going to squat on it. And it was like late at night, even maybe when I went up to go pee, got up to go pee, and it was, I forget what word it was, but I was like, all right, but I just don't remember what it is. There's something spiritual. So I guess there's a lot of things that are probably something about shootings. Wasn't there a shooting in December? I don't think it's that because it was 2026, I think. Nigeria. Oh, I even said October 2nd, 2026. That one came with a date. And to me, it's not like spiritual warfare in two places where in Parliament it's already designed to go certain directions. So I don't know if I should be linking Parliament to spiritual warfare. They want me to focus on Parliament. Okay. I am going to need your help on this one. So, I was just going to take it over to POIMDS. Prophecies of your modern day Theatress, but Spirit saying no. So that's weird. Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning shines every time. Everybody's watching you. Maybe this weekend or after work. Get together, have a couple drinks. Ange met somebody 6 months ago. And remember we were talking about like whirlwind romances and that kind of stuff coming like back to coming back around for like the last couple months. Well, they're now engaged, and it is kind of like, whoa. But also they're waiting until 2006 to get married. And it is like a whirlwind situation, you know? So I think that's beautiful. And I haven't even met him yet, which is shocking because I usually meet everybody she's with. And I did notice some Facebook pictures, but until like I zoomed in and I was like, why is there 100 comments on this? And again, I'm not on Facebook enough, you know, but I sent her this picture last night, and me and her are close. I'm like, I'm so confused. Like, did you get engaged? It looks like you got engaged. If so, congratulations. But I'm so freaking out of the loop right now. So, like, she got a nice ring on her finger. Like, I had to, like, really, like, blow it up. You know? And I was like, holy shit. So, I'm happy for her. And then, you know, just happy to get to share that day together as well, you know. So, I haven't met him. I'm going to go and meet him soon. She's my Capricorn. I've learned a lot of Capricorn lessons with her being in my life. With my Capricorn moon that I struggle with. I wouldn't really struggle. No, I struggle. It's like the one thing in my chart where it just feels like casted over. I don't know. Like there's always things in people's charts where there's life lessons, good luck, destiny, fated events, wins. But there is something in my moon that it still hasn't clicked. But I've learned a lot from her when it comes to emotions too. And Capricorns love stability, and that's probably why emotional stability is so important to me. I'm so serious with my energy in my life, but not to the point where you guys know me. I have a blast. I used to go camping, go down the river, concerts all the time, travel, you know, so there's that. So maybe somebody doesn't understand different parts of you, or they're trying to understand. If anybody was ever trying to understand my moon, good luck. I'd have to give you a printout. Just one thing that hasn't clicked. So this must have to do with somebody's chart. I don't know if he's sensing this. If it's part of a spiritual gift that was handed. You know, I've always told myself I don't want to deal with politics. But then I still find myself getting into them a little bit. But I see it differently versus possibly how somebody else would. So it's like seeing the big picture. I can't zoom in on just one thing. I keep getting pulled to spiritual warfare as well because of whatever word correlated with it. So I guess we'll have to wait on that. So parliaments. All right. Shannon, I'm usually the last one to know things. All right. But I'm also getting like the frustration all over again in the sense of, getting and doing an hour read, and then it's like the answer's already out there. But it is what it is. But again, like I look at politics. If I have knowledge on something, yes. Or it's my opinion, my belief, yes. But I definitely am shocked that I'm getting pulled to Parliament. I do like the moves that... Careful off of that stone, I'm sorry. That one has been kind of... Little pieces have been breaking off of that one, Papa. Don't bite me. Go eat your breakfast. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. I just got pulled to the accident off the cliff in that movie Dragonfly. And Mia, let me put the birds on. Mia just said something to me too. She's like, do you remember when we were in Jamaica and the big truck, the bus, and whoever got to go first, they would beep because it was only like one road. And some of them, the first time it got, or the way back, I don't know what happened, but nobody beeped or they didn't hear their beeps. And I don't remember if it was our bus that backed up. I think it was theirs. And everybody was like, they were scared and nervous. But that bus backed up like a fucking pro. But you have to sign waivers to even take that trip up the hill. It explains the whole deal, but we thought it was worth it. Not our lives, but there's never been an accident. The odds of it happening are horribly slim, It was one of the best part of the cruises. So this could have something, again, to do with cruises. I love to cruise. It takes you different places. I love vacations too, but I stay at certain destinations in countries. But with the kids, it's easy too, especially as they get older, kind of do their own thing, meet up, regroup. But I think the next trip is definitely going to be Greece, but I should probably start planning. So again, I feel like I'm distracted, but I'm not distracted. I feel like every little thing that you do, every little thing that you do comes back to me and you. Every little thing that you do. All right, well, let me bust out a notebook. I just ordered me a new one because I didn't think this would necessarily become a thing. Every little thing. So I do think something will unfold here. Ha 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 ha. Was that supposed to be Dracula? God, I wish I could remember that other name. So let's go to Parliament. That does not look like an R, but I remember to add the L. I'm going to have to wait on the other word with spiritual warfare. We're in October, but it is November 12th, 2024. Every little thing that you do becomes in between me and you. I don't even know which one it is. Every little thing that you do is between me and you. So maybe this has to do with trust, or I'm seeing like two bandits. Every little thing that you do is between me, and it's not. It's like I'm hearing Rocky, but it's not Rocky. It's like Billy and the kid and his friend Jesse, and they both went different routes. You know. So there's definitely a situation here that you cannot trust when it comes to someone in Parliament. Shocking, right? Let's see if I can narrow down a country. I can't keep leaving this at the bottom near the fireplace. I know, I'm spinning it though. He's in my way, boy. Let me clear my throat. Okay, I'm not really getting nothing on Japan. Oh, Parliament to discuss changes with Turkey's anti-espionage law, and that's the word I was just looking for. Or it's not espionage, it's like what do you call them? Devils in Disguise is a good one. But I was like not whistleblowers. Embassy, or maybe something going on in the embassy. But I don't know which one. Embassy. 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 I don't know. Every little thing that you do should be between me and you. African embassy. Maybe she's something with like one of the ambassadors. But that's not. I know it has Syria and Yemen coming a lot. I think I wrote Afghanistan correctly, but I'm not positive. Doesn't look right. How do you spell Afghanistan? Afghan. I missed the I and did STAN. And the other one, I missed the A, and then I put the I in that one. Didn't this just happen with an I or an A? So that letter might be significant. I'm thinking it is A. Remember for like 3 weeks straight, it was something with the letter M. And then when I was in the shower, I got out. I remember showing you guys the picture. I was dying laughing. Like everything has an M on it, like Moroccan oil and Malibu products. And they were all different. So I don't know, does Africa have one? I would think they would. Of course they would, right? Embassy of Africa. Felt like that didn't come out right. South African Embassy. Central African Republic, Nigeria. So I think it's Central Africa Republic. And didn't I write for that shooting? It was Nigeria. Nigeria, shooting, guns, shooting. So I'm guessing it's those two. Which are both A's. I just forgot my F and did A-R-E for African. I'm going to leave it like that, the Sun with letters that are bringing me to new places. I did it again. I keep leaving out the F. What is going on? Remember for months, this was probably like 2 months ago, but for months it was something about letters. And I noticed it with M's. This seems to be I, but also an F. I'm getting just A, but I almost just got pulled to Central American. Central. I don't know. And that does not even look like my writing. So when that happens, well, that spells car, so I'm going to throw everybody off with that. So, what is going on between Afghanistan and Africa Republic? Afghanistan, 3 years after the Taliban takeover. Conflict. Africa refugees are going to Iran and Pakistan. Refugees more in the United States than any, but in the United Kingdom. But that's African. No, I mean Afghanistan refugees. I just stopped at that I again. Didn't carry it over. I don't know. I can't stand when it takes over cursive like that. But Afghan refugees are the third largest displaced population in the world after Syria and Ukraine. Iran hosts 4.5 million Afghan refugees. Anybody know where I'm going with this? I mean, I know this has always kind of been an issue. I was thinking we were talking about gonna talk about the US or something, but I'm assuming this is all over the news. I mean, I would think we're just talking about Parliament here. Okay, so it's like Parliament and refugees between these two countries. Why Africa? Because that didn't even come into this. Every little thing that you do is between me and you. Espionage? No. What the fuck are those two people who get together and talk and they share secrets? Spies? No. It's I still don't know the word. If anybody wrote it, I still don't remember. I feel like it's time for me to watch the news again. And the thing is, sometimes I'm pulled to it and sometimes I'm not. So I'm assuming this has to be. I gotta stop assuming. What's going on with the Afghani refugees and Africa? Afghani refugees crisis. But they're going to Iran. Okay, so I'm kind of getting the same answers. A majority of them going to Iran, but why? Did Africa say no? Does anybody know if Africa says no is saying no to them? Because I'm getting they're saying no, but were they supposed to? Is there an agreement that they can? Okay, so now I'm getting the vibe. What's more? Getting pulled to a pelican. So more about African refugees. Currently, Africa experiences significant refugee crisis with rapid growing numbers displaced people due to ongoing conflicts, political instability, climate change, human rights, particularly Central African Republic and South Sudan, Nigeria, and the Horn of Africa. This leads to a large number of refugees seeking asylum in the neighborhoods and countries, often facing difficulties like inadequate unhumane. I don't know if unhumane is the right word, but humanitarian. Thank you. AIDS are limited because of basic refugee camps. And didn't I just mention like a commercial? Like, why don't they play those commercials anymore with, the little African children from different tribes with like swollen pot bellies, diseases they're catching? I just said that I just heard The Price is Right. So I'm thinking there's child trafficking going on here. Africa, one of their most acute current emergencies. More than 10 million people are now displaced. 7.26 million since April 2023. And the eruption between the militaries and forces, sexual violence. Human trafficking and trade is growing significantly threat for Africa, partially due to the fact they have much of the trafficking process is now hidden from the view. Human trafficking is increasing. I mean, you think we lived in a fucked up world, But it's like when people from other countries, I want to visit the United States, I go live in the United States. It's like, no, you don't. But, if you only have so many damn options, I mean, you sound pretty fucking good compared to what they're dealing with now. But this is always like no stuff. My fucking head is pounding right this second. So, I'm assuming, I hate to assume, but I'm assuming this is on the news. And didn't I just mention this on a movie the other day that I watched? And there was a whole bunch of children on a plane that were about to be sold, and it was for sex trafficking, children trafficking. So I also read that Africa. I also read an article that Iran is lowering the age of girls to get married to men. 9? Holy shit, that came through in the reading the other day. So UNICEF. Didn't that come out in one of the other reads? UNICEF, I'm gonna pause this song. You and I don't pass. Something. You and I must make a pact. Oh, Michael. I don't see the Nigeria thing with guns and shootings. I mean, that was like an all-out riot. That was 2026. UNICEF. I could have sworn that's in one of these. That big fuck you is still coming to us with the T word. I think it was in the other book. I mean, like a huge thing. Binder. I mean, notebook. Okay. So I know I said sex trafficking, but it feels more like just child trafficking. No, it's both. The African refugees. That was the Afghanistan. Where do the African refugees typically go? Where do the African refugees typically go for shelter? Neighboring countries. South Sudan, Potato, Democratic Republic of Congo, Somalia, Kenya. So I guess that's not the point, because wherever they're going, they're the ones selling them, the other country, the other. So it's the Iranian. They're doing most of the trafficking. So there's those two people. Again, I can't think of the word. And the two people that, it's obviously somebody befriending you, but somebody switched sides from like one bordering country. So I'm guessing they go to, I'm not guessing, and Spirit's kind of telling me they go to one of those bordering countries, and then from there it's kind of like, hey, I can get you somewhere better. Or it's rough and tough and they just take the children from their parents. That's probably what they do. They probably kill the parents. So which country has the most child trafficking? Statistically wise. Based on data, 155 countries is the first global assessment. Africa. I didn't know that. World, 20% of all trafficking victims are children. However, in some parts of Africa, children are the majority, up to 100% of parts of West Africa. still getting to those two people. Not spies, not whistleblowers. It's oh man, I've used the word a couple times. I don't know why it's coming back to me, but it's like I need those two words to fit this into the story. So it must be like one from one person from Africa, one person from Pakistan. I don't know. Where do they go? Where do they go by boats? I don't know. Say the ones African children are being taken to. Well, all that I just heard port. That must be what that port is. To Pakistan. Or they're taken to Pakistan. I don't want you on that. I just told you that. You and I must make a pact. It's probably like you and spirit, the country, humanity. So it's funny. I grabbed the Bob Marley lighter to light this out of all the lighters I have. I have a lighter collection. So do we have any knowledge on the African refugees being taken to Pakistan? Pakistan has largely upheld rights for registered African refugees and granted them access to public health education. However, it approaches refugee management challenge from there as Afghans fled conflict on political terminal in Afghanistan. Uganda takes the most, which is in Africa. I mean, some parents can even be selling their kids, but I'm getting like horrid visions of other scenarios. So Islamic Republic of Pakistan, largest refugees hosting. Okay, so that's not good. I think they're being used as slaves. But it would have to be trafficking too, because that came in strongly. So that would be telling me that Pakistan is trafficking children, but acting like they don't do that and they stand up for them and take them in. So they're actually child trafficking. I don't know where they're going. I don't think they're going anywhere. I think they're staying in Pakistan, but being used. I don't know how to. What am I missing, guys? Good morning. What are we missing here? What am I missing? Because they actually. I'm guessing this is something that's probably going to happen soon. It will be on the news. I guess we'll have our answer there. But to me, they're not leaving Pakistan. Okay, they are leaving Pakistan. So it goes from it doesn't look like an eye. Oh my God, okay, so African refugees going to Pakistan, and then from Pakistan, I feel like they're going to the right of Pakistan. No poopy on mama. No. Oh, I'm seeing this as like 6 countries right here. I mean, that was like a messy, gross poop, bud. All right. African refugees being welcomed to Pakistan. And from Pakistan, they're going to the right. I feel like they're going to China. There's something with Afghanistan here too. So I don't know if the African refugees go to Pakistan. And then so I think African refugees, they're traveling, going to Pakistan, then from Pakistan, I think they're going to Afghan, and then sent off to China. I'm hearing by trains. Being taken by trains. And then they stay in China. Some of them might even end up in Russia. So I think the final destination is China, and then the other ones go to Russia. And there's been something going on. China, Russia, and what was it? The China, Russia, and the US? China, Russia. Where's my two little books? I keep hearing again. You and I must make a pact. Where there is love, I'll be there. We just wrote it like 3 times. It was like, was it the first Halloween read? And those 3 came out, or let me go to my channel. Come on, get out of there. Where there is love, I'll be there. Okay, what's it? Ascension, Revolution. I know I have those 2 on a piece of paper. I want to read we did. Oh, can't tell if it was that one. Can't tell if it was that one. Peanut butter enough. Was it the flamingos? Happy Halloween, give or take a day or two. Alright. I think that's it. The one with the 3 right there that I can't read. That was Ascension Evolution. And then there was a part 2. It's significant, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on. Russia, China. Fuck. The other day I was setting, and then was like they're setting up shop, and I can't quite get it. Let me see if I can expand the video. No, come on. Oh my god, I don't know what it says. Russia, China. I want to say it starts with an A. Anybody make out what that is? This is important. China, Saudi Arabia. Ooh. Alright, so did I not write it down? It was just in that video where so Russia, AI, systems development, electronic warfare, robotic assistance, battlefield, and area. Okay. So it was probably just in the read I did with all my, it was like this one. Remember we talked about a ring of things? I think that has a lot to do. But that's not Japan. It's having me jump all over the place. I had like 4 or 5 of these. That read I still can't find. Let me play from the beginning and see if I... SCHEPP. So I don't know if it's going to bring me to like where we were. We're halfway through it, so. Should I just send it to myself? So I have to have been... It's right here. Jesus. Okay. So, China, Russia, and America. Yeah, it is. It is. It's Russia, China, and America. So, something also with the embassies. I think America's in it too, in the sense of money and population, which would make sense because they're targeting that age and they want to target the children as kids. It'd be like, I'm telling you, the government even already knows about what I have up my sleeve that they don't want out there in regards to the app. But shockingly enough, you know, America is allowing this to happen. Nothing signed, obviously, but something corrupt. And I don't know if someone exposes it with within the White House, or yeah, like when he goes into the White House, moves in, I'm assuming shortly after that. I would think even further, like he doesn't get sworn. Well, he's not sworn in until January 22nd, I think, right? 20th, something like that, 22nd. No, they're telling me something's going to come in November. Oh, look, and I did 2004, November 12th, 2004. Was there any significance November 12th, 2004 in regards to children trafficking? President announces to combat Bush human trafficking. It became more aware in 2012 with Obama, National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month. So somebody's been part of this. It's probably like the head of whomever this is has been part of this since the beginning. And when it was more made aware to us. So that was the beginning of it. Now, 20 years later, did you feel like something would come to light in regards to this? So, I wrote it down. I did everything correct. Be nice to Mama. Don't be fresh. African refugees are being taken to Pakistan or going to Pakistan, and then from there they're being brought back to Afghanistan. So it's like, why would you go all the way to China? Wait, why would you go all the way to... Alright, that makes sense. They end up in Pakistan, but then Afghanistan. Okay, so Afghanistan is right above it. So they get taken into Afghanistan. Foot train, something. And then when they end up in China, some go to Russia. And there's somebody within our embassy is taking the money and putting it into something so it benefits the suits. So I don't know, like I don't think they're taken. I don't think they're taken to our embassy, is it? Or if they, they travel and they get loose and they end up finding the embassies, but then from there, like I don't know if they're part of it and there's, you'll be safe going here. We'll take you there. So I'm assuming this is all gonna unfold real soon. I'm getting like to the chambers, like I'm getting like when people used to get hung back in the day. Cause some type of war here. Trump's gonna have to manage to calm that down until they get into what the bigger thing is here. So I do think that something is going to transpire here in November. And I do believe, it's all countries making money. It's a certain way of control too, like how like China, they control the population. But yet, they keep some of the children. I don't know if, it's like slavery. So these people, thinking they're getting safe passage are really, getting ready to go to Pakistan. And then from there, Afghanistan, and then China, and some in Russia. So I think this is probably something to do with our country that comes out on the news. Look, that's a dove. That's probably the background music. This will be on the news. I think somebody will blow the whistle. So there's a whistleblower here, but really, bud, come on. No potty. No potty on that. Gonna sit on my shoulder, go ahead, but no potty there. I think it wants me to pinpoint a certain person or people. It wants me to point fingers at the U.S. with whistleblower. So I feel like I'm the whistleblower. A list of all the staff that work in the White House. Different departments. Chief of State, National Security, Counsel, Deputy of National Security, Press Secretary, Deputy of National Security Advisor, Elizabeth Randolph. I'm being told she's behind it. So we have her, but I'm also being told she works with somebody else. So, deputy, right? Yeah. Deputy. Sherwood. Didn't that just come out in the reading? This name? So I'm getting Jacob Sullivan. So the two of them are in it. Anthony Burnell. Homeland Security, but that's also back to Elizabeth. And I was getting Homeland the other day, wasn't I? I'm iffy, but I'm thinking deputy chiefs. Of staff. Jennifer, what is that? Dillon? Jesus, how many more am I going to call out for this one? I think I'm missing some. And I think it's because they're not in the White House. Okay, so right now, Deputy of National Security Advisor, Elizabeth Sherwood Randall, National Security Advisor, Jacob Sullivan, Senior Advisor, Anthony Burnell, Homeland Security, again, Elizabeth, and Deputy Chief of Staff, Jennifer Dillon. I'm just saying her name wrong. It's Dill. I am. I don't know why. I feel like I should be able to say that word, no problem. I'm definitely gonna have to. Obviously, it's important. So let me go back to Deputy Chief of Staff. Yeah, D like Dillon, but Dillon. Dion? I just know I'm saying it wrong.
Dillon.
Okay, so it must be said oddly. Dillon. Okay. Jacob's the boss of Elizabeth. Jacob's the boss. So, and then I don't know if Jennifer is the boss of Anthony, or they both look like they have high positions. I think Anthony, being the senior advisor, would be, I think Jen, I think that would be her boss. So there's 4 people: Elizabeth, Jacob, Anthony, and Jennifer. So there's 4 people within the White House that all involved. And I'm wondering who pays them. I think Russia and China pays them. Well, they get more money from one or the other. So China gives us more. Russia gives us more than China. Russia gives more of a payout than China, but China also pays. So, or Russia just pays more. I'm thinking then Russia must have a majority of the children. Don't know how this is all going to be exposed. I mean, this is huge because it would take time to nail this and to look into it. So maybe they've already been doing it. Watch out, watch out. Look out, look out. I'll come back today and do a part 2 of this, but right now we have who's in it when it comes to United States of America. Yeah, Pakistan profits. Afghanistan profits. Jesus. So they're obviously already looking into this. They just haven't completed. They just haven't wrapped it up yet. But it's going to be soon. I mean, that's a lot of people, good people to replace. Does Washington have the death sentence? Hey Siri. Does Washington have the death sentence?
Okay, I found this on the web for Does Washington have the death sentence? Check it out.
Oh, I need it back. It wasn't quick enough. Does Washington carry the death sentence? April 2023, Governor signed an act which formally abolished the capital punishment in Washington. Well, that's convenient. I see a mass, like an image of like a massacre. So something huge. It's probably has to do with another country and how that goes down. Like whistleblower, and never see that person again because they're dead. So breaking a chain here for sure, which is amazing. We'll come back and look into the other countries. Oh my gosh. What was on the news yesterday? Trump forwarded government officials to DC. They are on board to get out. He brought that guy and met with him yesterday. I'm not sure. Cleaning the house. What was on the news yesterday? That they are on board to get out. Flower brought that guy. I don't know what guy he met with. But they'll definitely be cleaning house. He hired someone. He's talking about, well, there's so many things. It's like the Robert Kennedy, the food industry, and So I don't think you're talking about that. So he just hired someone in general to kind of look into things in the White House. I'll have to Google it and write it down. But I know he's cleaning shop. He's gonna come swinging. So I'll be back. Probably, I'm thinking like 1 o'clock because I only had to work 10 o'clock. What time is it? I gotta grab Kaden by 12. I should have time in between there unless my mom needs some help. So and pre-warned him. Yeah. So I think this is gonna come out in November. Assuming they would name the people of the staff, they don't think they have a right to keep it from us. Well, I guess they could keep it from us and just say, counsel from the White House. And leave their names out of it for a little while. Or we might just call them all out. I just got terrorism. An act of terrorism. I'll be back. I love you guys. Love you. Bye. I feel like this is the news for November. If we go back to the news thing. Love you. Bye.